Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the cosmic troubadour of Southern Soul, King Corduroy.
You just tuned in to King Corduroy Presents, and today's guests are my good buddies, Russell Lee, Andrew Troop, and Anthony Farrell of the Austin, Texas band Greyhounds. It's an organ trio style arrangement of drums, guitar, and keys, and it blends blues, funk, soul, R&B with some incredible songwriting. Troop and Farrell have written songs recorded by artists like Susan Tedeschi and Derek Trucks. They were also members of J.J. Grey and Mofro for many years. In 2016, they quit touring with that band to focus solely on Greyhounds. And after teaming up with Russell Lee, really honed a great vocal blending style and have written some killer songs. The newest album is with the King Cabbage Brass Band. It was recorded live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's super funky, y'all. I know you'll dig it, and I know you're going to dig the episode. We did a whole lot of laughing. They're old friends of mine, and it was fun to reminisce. I want to let you know this episode is brought to you with support from Nashville Custom Hats. They provide fully customized hats with unlimited options. Check out NashvilleCustomHats.com for more info. All right, so I have good friends with me today. I have Anthony Farrell, Andrew Troop, and Russell Lee.
What's up, King Corduroy?
Man, I'm so glad to have y'all.
Yeah, man.
And we've known each other for a long time, so there's so many things we could talk about, but I just wanted to start right here because we have all the Greyhounds. I just think we should kind of talk about like the history of Greyhounds. So starts 1999, LA Weekly. Is there an ad? Somebody wanted to start a band, is that right? And who wrote the ad?
Oh, yeah, I put in the ad.
So what did it say?
Looking for a keyboardist. Soul, blues, funk, keyboard. I think something around the bouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In print. That doesn't happen so much these days.
No, in print, because there's no internet, really. I mean, there was internet, but not. You were still had to put in ads to find players.
Yeah, man. I used to use Craigslist all the time for musicians. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, so what part of LA were you?
Well, I always stayed west side when I moved out there, and 310 near the beach, you know. So that's where I didn't grow up out there, but Farrell did.
And you're from Tyler originally? Is that where you're from?
Originally from Tyler, Texas. Yeah.
So, okay, well, I just thought, like, because I knew that about y'all's history, and then also being an LA guy for a little while, I was always curious about that.
Yeah.
So you grew up in LA, and you grew up what part of LA?
San Fernando Valley.
Oh, okay.
Reseda,
to
be specific, yeah.
And you grew up in Tyler, Texas.
Tyler, Texas.
And where did you grow up, Russell Lee?
I grew up in Houston, Texas.
H-Town.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then at what point, where did you meet these two characters?
So I used to come to their shows back in the day, and I used to hold up like a $20 bill, just like, hey, man, you guys are the shit, bro. One of my favorite fucking bands, and throw it in a tip jar. And then things happened or whatever, and I got the call to play with them, and I've been playing with them for like 6.5, almost 7 years now.
Wow. Wait, so was that the gallery where that?
I think that was at C-Boys.
At C-Boys. Okay.
Yeah, that was at C-Boys.
Okay. Now
I get my mail there now.
Yeah, because you got another project that you have a residency at C-Boys, yeah?
I used to play with a guy named Paul Usher. He used to play with Muddy Waters back in the day. I played with multiple outfits at C-Boys.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I ran into these cats.
Okay, so that's another great thing to talk about, Steve, and the Continental Gallery. Like so when I lived in Austin, the Continental Gallery, that was like the thing. You know, you heard about Greyhounds at the Continental Gallery. When did that start?
Ooh, when did that start? Well, it started kind of in the mid to late aughts, maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking is when he got that place finally, because then it closed down for a year. There's one South by, they shut it down, and then it was literally shut down for almost a year. But yeah, we did that for a long time. Wednesday nights, C-Boys, Troop Farrell Sniz, we called it that. We had to change the name. Couldn't call it Greyhounds because we had a radius clause with ACL, but we still needed our gig. And so we just changed the name, and we just kept it like that.
That's a great point. That is what it was billed as.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Because then also if y'all are on the road, then somebody else.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I did that once with Sniz, actually, right before I left town. He called me and asked me to do that. It was like such an honor.
Oh, yeah. I bet. That's right.
And then David Boyle played organ that night.
Yeah.
So that's where I met you. That was probably 2008. You
Okay.
think?
Yeah. That sounds right.
At David Boyle's studio, the church.
Yeah.
In Austin, great studio.
Man. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Oh, Boyle.
We built a room within a room.
A room within a room.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the gallery was.
That was a special place. It still is a special place.
It still is.
Yeah, we were fortunate enough to do that gig. I mean, gosh, I think we did it for like 12 years.
Did it a long time.
Yeah, because I moved to Austin in 2005. I think we started doing that shortly thereafter.
Okay.
So, yeah.
2005 is when that started.
I think so.
Wow.
About or soon.
Or 6.
I think 2006 because
when was
Katrina?
2005. Like when was Katrina? Like it
that was 2000.
It's kind of like when a lot of the New Orleans guys started coming to Austin.
True.
And I remember that place open because Sluppick had it. Yeah, he's kind of was one of the first up there.
Iguanas came.
Yeah.
Man, we had Cyril Neville was living there for a minute. We got to see Tribe 13 there for a minute. Oh man, that was great. We were very fortunate to have all those guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the gallery's still cranking.
Yes, it is.
Mike Flanagan kind of is the guy there Friday and Saturday still. Then Jimmy Vaughn.
I miss Mike, man. I haven't seen him play in a while.
I think he's out of town.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. He was been playing with Billy Gibbons and stuff doing his thing.
I've seen that. Yeah.
So
okay.
Now there's Josh Purdue plays there every Friday, Saturday night.
Oh, okay.
He's been doing that forever.
Is up there playing. David Jimenez, he's a great.
Purdue's got his own parking spot and everything, man. Yeah, he's like,
Well, he was a staple back then, always playing, so that makes sense.
He's tenured down there.
Yeah, that would totally make sense. Far out, man. What a scene.
Yeah.
So how did you hear about that? How did you hear or know to go and check out,
the Greyhounds?
Yeah.
Through my little homie named Shimmy.
Shimmy?
Yeah, he's in Japan now. He was here on like a student visa. And he was like, "You gotta check this band out, Russell Lee. It's great, bro." And it was like funk and soul. And I was like blown away as soon as I heard him.
No shit.
100%. Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
That's funny that's the way that word caught you.
Yeah, because I was playing in a band with him with this guy named Soul Man Sam at Skylark Lounge.
Okay.
And so we used to leave our gig to go and check out True Feral and Sniz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was hooked ever since.
Wow, that's so cool.
Thank you, Shimmy, if you're watching.
Shimmy.
Konnichiwa.
Hope you're doing good. Yeah, man.
Come back.
Yeah.
Okay, so what so like this is something silly, but there's a guy I had a mentor in LA and he worked with the Eagles and he pointed out to me that their band name is actually Eagles when they conceived the name of the band. It's not the Eagles, and if you look at any of their logos and things, it just says Eagles. Y'all are Greyhounds.
Yeah.
Not the Greyhounds.
Not necessarily.
But you could be when you're describing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what percentage of people get that right?
Not a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of
not a lot, but it's okay. I mean, that's a lot of the reason why we picked that name is just because it's so easy. It's hard to misspell. It's hard. I mean, even though people would put an A in it or they might separate gray and hounds. But anyway, but there's but honestly, we're always like, whatever. Like whatever it takes to get the name on there, like on whatever you need to do. But we prefer Greyhounds, but the is fine. It's not a big deal.
It's open to interpretation.
It was more a problem, I think, when we had a bass player back in the day. He would get really offended by the.
Wait, who would that? Did Bobby Perkins play bass?
No, Bobby.
Bobby.
No, it was this gentleman, Jay McHenry. He played bass for a moment, and then I think he lives in Denmark now. He married a Danish lady and moved over there. But Yeah, for a hot second, there was a bass player. We've had 2 bass players, Jay McHenry and then Matt Turner from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He's incredible. But he came along with Jeremy Kuzniar, which was a drummer, and they were an amazing rhythm section. So we did a stint with those guys and recorded some stuff at Jeremy's house in Milwaukee too, in his basement. Some pretty cool stuff like ain't no need to worry, darling, it's all right.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. We recorded down there, and anyway, but yeah. So
What year would that
our
have been?
first bass player didn't like but that was so long ago. We just don't even. It's not a big deal at all. Never has been really. But the that would have been in 1999.
Oh, wow.
Well, he was the OG
01.
bass player.
So you
yeah.
started
Jay.
as a band with a bass player?
As a 4-piece, yeah. It was drums, bass, Farrell, and me, and yeah.
Yeah, there were.
What led to dropping the bass player?
Well, the bass player would go to Denmark to visit his lady, and so we would still rehearse. And we noticed Farrell was just like, well, I'll play all the bass lines. So he started playing the bass lines, and we're like, then it just kind of turned into that, you know? I mean, right? Is that how you're saying it? What was your...
I think basically, I mean, you know, all relationships have their arc.
Yeah.
And you know,
okay.
Jay was a really cool guy. I like Jay.
Jay's
you know what
great.
I mean? I didn't have no problem with Jay, but as you mentioned, you know, he'd go to Denmark and, you know, doing his thing. And I mean, hey, you know, you're in love. Hey, do your thing, man. I'm not, you know, we don't have no problem with that. But, you know, when you come back, it's like, we gotta learn these songs. We got to do these songs and go play these gigs, you know? And you know, it was just kind of one of those things where we were playing and then we had a new drummer came into the picture and they didn't get along.
Yeah.
And so that became an issue.
Okay.
And then it was like, well, at a certain point we had to ask ourselves, well, who's going to stay and who's going to go?
Yeah.
And, you know, Jay seemed to be preoccupied with, you know, affairs of the heart. So it's like, hey, you go do your thing, man. No, we love you, but you know, it's time for us to continue doing this and you go do your thing, man.
Yeah. Well, he saved you a lot of money in the long run, that's for sure.
Well, that was definitely an upside. Well, you know, we couldn't find a bass player to replace him in time for the next tour. So it was kind of like, okay, so I got to do this.
But you were already doing a lot of stuff with your left hand, like you felt comfortable in that?
Yeah, with
Yeah.
rehearsals
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah.
Well, I've noticed y'all do y'all do a lot of unison things sometimes in your songwriting where there's a guitar line and a bass line and maybe even a vocal. And it's so catchy. Is that something that developed from, you know what I mean? Has that always been a thought of yours? And
I think that it just naturally kind of happens that way, you know, that I think as a 3-piece, you know, we have a lot of, you know, freedom too, I mean, when we first started too, it was kind of like we had 10 songs and we had to like kind of make them last 2 hours.
yeah.
So we kind of came up in like that jam world a little bit, you know,
Yeah.
and so we kind of had a lot of time to kind of figure out what works for us as a band. And so that's definitely a device that we use a lot, you know.
Dude, it's so effective because it makes it feel like everything feels bigger and it's so hooky. But I've always admired that about your sound. And then
Thanks.
yeah, dude. And then you have like a way of like kind of playing horn lines. And then on this new record with King Cabbage, I'm hearing you literally playing with the horn section, you know.
Yeah.
Talk about that record. That happened in Tulsa?
That happened in Tulsa. We recorded that at Leon Russell's studio, Church Studios. They just reopened. Tulsa's such a great city. There's so much cool stuff happening there, and there's so much great music there, and it's very specific to that city. Anyway, we were honored enough. The King Cabbage asked, they basically called me and Greg and was like, hey, we charted out 10 of y'all songs. You want to come record at Leon Russell's studio? And we're like, yes. And then the next night we're going to play a gig at Kane's and multi-track that. And so it was awesome. So we did, we recorded it all there and then got the live show at Kane's and then basically just, you know, made it took the best out of both of those and made them a record. And
That's
then,
what I was trying to figure, because I knew some of it you did in the studio and there was a crowd there, but then some of it I was like, no, this sounds like that's not the studio.
Yeah. Gary Laney.
Okay.
Gary Laney over there is awesome. He's a great engineer.
Yeah.
That whole crew over there at church is pretty amazing. I'd suggest anybody, if you're ever in Tulsa, to go by there and the Woody Guthrie Museum. There's a lot of great stuff to see.
Certainly.
And go to Kane's Ballroom. A lot of people don't know about Kane's Ballroom outside of Tulsa. It's like, to me, that's almost like the Ryman here. Like if you get to play at Kane's. But anyway, so yeah, we got that together, and that's been really cool. We did a run up to Chicago with them.
Oh, really?
And yeah, it was fun. We did like KC, St. Louis, Chicago, and then yeah, we're planning on doing some more dates. Those guys actually back up. Zach Ryan? Not Zach Brown.
Oh, what am I saying? Yeah,
Zach Ryan.
Yeah.
Zach Ryan, right? Or Brian?
With the B?
Brian, that's it.
Well, I don't know. The guy with the
It's
B,
the
that's
guy-
going to pay significantly better than the guy with it. Just
So so that guy. I didn't know about
so you want to
this.
be as Brian. That's
I
who
had
you
no
want.
idea who he was till they told me. But I also am so out of touch, man. But yeah, apparently they're playing like big places, like stadiums and
Dude,
stuff.
hell yeah, they
and
are.
Yeah. So they're busy. So once they're done with all that, we'll go do some other stuff. But yeah,
That's a little side. I don't want to get lost on the Zach Bryan thing, but did you see what he did? So like, being here, you hear like the industry stuff, but basically he negotiated a record deal where he sold his publishing in the record deal for $500 million.
Whoa.
Wow.
Kind of like how people are already they're selling their catalogs, but he negotiated it in the record deal.
That's crazy.
Maybe it's Warner Brothers, I want to say, but yeah, it's like $500 million.
that's
Isn't
a
that
lot.
insane?
That's a lot of money.
So that's probably a pretty sweet gig. Hopefully he's taking care of those fellas.
Oh, he does. As
yeah.
far as I know. I mean, again, I don't know him, but yeah, from what I've heard, he treats them really well, and it's a good band. He runs a really cool operation, so that's great.
Oh yeah, I bet he does. Hell yeah, man.
So yeah, but anyway, they're busy with him, and so once they're done, we'll probably do some more dates with those guys because it's pretty fun.
And that's a Tulsa brass band?
Yeah.
Is that the deal? Okay. And is that something that was proposed to y'all from the studio? Like, hey, is this brass band?
Oh, Greg called me from
Yeah.
the brass band and was like, "Hey, I got these songs we charted, and do you want to come up to Tulsa?" And
I thought that was the
Yeah.
engineer. Got it.
no, I just had to bring up Gary Laney because he's awesome.
Okay,
Yeah,
now
yeah.
I'm
Russell and Gary are
Okay.
real close.
Okay, now-
Yeah.
What's up, Gary?
Hey.
That's
Well,
my
no,
boy.
He'll be stoked we're talking about.
Hell yeah. No,
because he's
no.
a badass.
And like promoting the church studio
Yeah,
is
yeah.
very important. I've gone there and taken the tour and whatnot. You can take a tour.
Yeah.
There's incredible stuff.
It's
The
amazing.
studio is state of the art. It's
Yeah.
all brand new. They'll
Yeah.
give you a tour of the place. And what tickled me is the day we went, there was a guy doing a session, and they had a board out front that like welcoming him for his session.
Oh, yeah,
I was just
yeah,
like
yeah. Yeah,
they
welcome.
care.
Yeah,
You
they
know what I
do.
mean? Was there a sign
Certainly.
that welcomed
Yeah,
you?
yeah. There was
Isn't
a
that
sign that
lovely?
said great. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. You
You don't
kidding me?
always
We
get
took
that.
pictures with it and everything. Yeah.
And there's a statue of Leon right there when you walk
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
And then we
Yeah.
had breakfast across the street at what was that old restaurant? But there's like an old diner across the street, and it's supposedly, they say it's where Tom Petty signed his record deal in there or something. I don't know. There's a lot
some
of
lore. Yeah.
Wow, yeah, it was Shelter Records and Denny Cordell. Yeah.
Correct. You know this history. So it's that town's pretty cool spot.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, we'd like to thank Andy McCormick because he's the
McCormick,
one
yeah.
that made it all
Andy
kind of
was,
possible.
yeah.
He's
Oh,
a
really?
sax player friend of ours.
Oh
That's
yeah,
right.
You remember-
I do. Wait, is he in that
Andy,
band?
He's in that band.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
so that was kind of our initial connection there.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then, so that's kind of how we all kind of got connected. And then, Greg invited us to come down there and do the thing. I mean, it was amazing.
Because we used them on the Graybird album.
That's right.
I was about to say, talk about that because he was in.
If you hear a lot of horns, it's King Cabbage, and then we had Art Evanston do. He's kind of our guy that does all of our horns. Usually, Art does in Memphis, and then but yeah, we got Tim and Sam got from the Graybird record got Cabbage on there. So yeah, that's how we.
Okay.
That was our first the beginnings of the thing with the Cabbage boys and lady.
And look where you are now.
Look where we are, in a hat shop in Nashville with King Corduroy.
Nashville Custom Hats. Nashville Custom Hats, a great
That's right.
sponsor.
Thank you, Nashville Custom Hats.
Certainly.
Look at all these choices. I don't even know where to begin.
Where do we
You
begin?
got the wild hat right here.
That's absolutely wild.
So
Okay, wait. So that makes me think about Buds. What's
Buds.
Buds is y'all's studio that you have with Sam Patlove,
yes, we
Sammy P?
yes, it's the Sam is the main engineer. That's his. He runs that. You want to work there? Holler at Sam. We take all our stuff through there. Sam is our number one guy. Like, yeah, it's funny. Like, it's our studio, but it's not our studio. It's Sam's studio, but like that's where we.
It's your home base.
Yeah.
And you helped build it. You did the construction,
yeah.
if nothing else,
Did
right?
a lot of the build
You
out.
did some welding,
Framing, sheet
and
rock,
you did acoustic treatments.
leather work.
I did a little bit of acoustic.
Farrell did some acoustic
you know.
treatments.
Credit where credit's due. You know.
I made a leather
Sammy and them
bench.
did a lot of work on that place. Yeah.
But yeah, that's still cranking out the hits. We'll probably do we're talking about doing a thing for South by this year there maybe. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, in the courtyard.
Very
So,
groovy.
Yeah.
I know you're producing a lot of artists there. You got anything coming out or some stuff you've been working on with other artists producing?
Emily Gimbel.
Oh, you
Yeah.
did something with Emily Gimbel? She's brilliant.
Yeah, I'm working with Emily on some stuff.
Amazing singer, amazing piano player.
Emily Gimbel.
She's got so much soul. Her phrasing, like her chops on piano, just her phrasing is the best way to put it. She's just so soulful in her voice. Oh my goodness.
The real deal.
She's a
Awesome.
deal.
Yeah.
And then Farrell's
I've been working with Sam Greyhorse, our mutual friend of ours. Yeah, I'm helping him make his latest record. So that's been a lot of fun. We're doing it at actually at Nico Leofante's place, but because Buzz wasn't available at that particular time. So yeah.
Well, Nico's probably playing drums too, right? Or
Actually, no, we got a guy named Mike Bernal.
oh,
he's
Mike
playing on-
B.
yeah, you know Mike Bernal.
Of course,
Yeah,
he
man.
would be on Sam's
So
record.
yeah. Mike Bernal and we got Eric McFadden playing some guitar on
Yeah,
there.
legend.
And then I'm just kind of, just trying to make it happen, help the songs happen. So
Dude, Sam Greyhorse, our brother, someone the world needs to know about, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Golly.
yeah.
one of a kind.
A hoe.
Yeah.
A hoe.
Oh, and y'all took him all over the country, man.
we did.
That's
Yeah,
so cool.
We did. And yeah, man, it was quite a journey.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so what's like something that Sam has told you or said that like you got anything Sam related that you would want to reflect on right now?
The first thing that comes to my mind is the best piece of advice that he's given us, I think, and that it applies to anybody. But just getting out of your head and getting into your heart. You got to follow your heart where it takes you, and it's going to tell you your truth. And there's a lot of voices out there, but you also gotta you gotta listen to yourself because you know what time it is in there. So
Yeah, man.
that's where it's at. And yeah, man, a lot of love for Sam Greyhorse here, and
Yeah,
he's a special dude.
I love
so.
that. I love that. That is the magic. That's the magic for sure. And y'all turned that into a beautiful song, man. That's one of my favorite songs of you. Yeah,
Thank you. Yeah,
Yes.
man.
Hell yeah.
yeah. Nobody's judging.
Nobody.
Yeah,
judging.
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, man. Fucking A. That's strong medicine. I like that.
Mhm.
Well, we got just a couple minutes and then I need to reset the cameras. Do you think y'all got another little quick spiel in you, or you want to take a cigarette break, or do you want to cut it at this? How are you
Yeah, I
looking?
mean, we probably need to get over to the club
We got an
potentially,
impromptu
but
gig now.
yeah, but we can get a few more. I mean,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got 2 minutes. Is there
Yeah.
anything else that you would want to mention right now while we're hot?
We're playing at Telluride Blues and Brews.
Telluride
this
Blues
September.
and Brews.
That's
That just
awesome.
got announced. Yeah, so
Yeah.
We're excited about that. We're going over to London.
Yeah, going to London.
Yeah, do a little European tour in the fall as
A little
well.
quick Euro drop.
And then let's see what else we got going on. Yeah, we got a lot of interesting projects.
Tune in.
Yeah, definitely.
Sign up.
I love it.
Click on us.
Yeah, dude.
Click on us.
Yeah.
It was such a treat to have y'all in. And
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
We got to have a longer one next time.
Oh,
Sorry,
this
I-
is not the
Absolutely.
last
This-
one.
Dude,
I'm almost
This is
convinced.
the abbreviated. This is the
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
this is the first. This is first of many.
appetizer.
Yeah, we've got a lot more to talk about.
Okay, so no pressure with in a minute. Tell me what about the Austin music scene. If you were going to try to describe somebody about Austin, everybody always asks me how it differs from other music towns. So you got to take on that. That would be concise.
It's a great. I always call it a really good incubating town. Like it's a wood shedding town. We always tell our agent there's Austin and then there's the rest of the world. I was like, you can play. There's so many great little clubs. You can go in and do your own thing and figure it out. And that's what I've always loved about Austin is that you're not worried about. You're just trying to figure out your craft. You're not worried about really like who's in the audience or like, oh, is so and so here or whatever. So it's just you just go do your thing and figure it out and meet cool people along the way, and that's still alive. We're running down on time.
Yeah.
Quick, Austin.
Dude,
Austin.
wait, hold on.
What's
King
That was
Corduroy.
brilliant.
King
That was
Corduroy.
brilliant. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. Yeah,
Perfect,
dude, that's what
concise little
Yeah.
band.
Yeah.
All right.
it's a place to learn.
Yeah,
and
it is a
grow.
place to learn.
Yeah.
And people are willing. And Carolyn Wonderland told me she met Doug Som in San Francisco in '94. He said, "Move to Austin. That's the land of free guitar lessons."
Whoa. That's a good way to put
that's
it.
another good one.
That's a good way to put it.
Okay, cool. Thanks, y'all.
King
Yeah,
Corduroy, thank you,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Okay. Dude, thank you, man.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank
Yeah, man.